How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am so glad that you joined me today. Thank you so very much for stopping by. I do appreciate it, as always. And if it's your first time here, then welcome to my channel. I'm Sue, and I hope you are going to enjoy what I'm doing here. So today we're going to do another Carpenters cover by the amazing Tori Holub, and this one goes out to my buddy Joe, who is a huge fan of both the Carpenters and Tori Holub, so this should be very cool. And we're going to revisit the song I Need to Be in Love. Now, I don't remember what year this actually came out for the Carpenters, so if you guys want to tell me, put that down in the comments. I'd love to know. But I'm very anxious to hear what Tori's going to do with this particular song. Is she going to actually have the same arrangement, or is she going to do something different? We don't know. We're going to find out, though. And before we get going, though, if you guys are liking what I'm doing on the channel, you can show me by liking the video and subscribing. If you have not subscribed, please do so. It really does help me a ton, and I greatly appreciate that. And if you care to, you can always become a member of the channel, and all you have to do is click on the join button. It'll give you a bunch of membership options, and if any of them suit you, you can become a member of my channel. All right, here we go. Tori Holub.
The hardest thing I've ever done is keep believing there's someone in this crazy world for me. The way that people come and go through temporary lives, my chance could come and I might never know. I used to say no promises, let's keep it simple, but freedom only helps you say goodbye. It took a while for me to learn that nothing comes for free. The price I've paid is high enough for me. I know I need to be in love. I know I've wasted too much time. I know I ask perfection of a quite imperfect world, and fool enough to think that's what I'll find.
Okay, very interesting. So I think this was probably one of her early recordings that she had done. And of course, I really love her voice. It's absolutely marvelous, as per usual. It's just so rich and buttery and beautiful, and I just absolutely adore her low tones. The arrangement is much the same as the original Carpenters version, but the reason that I think it probably was one of her earlier tracks that she had actually recorded was because I don't find the same fullness in some of her backing vocals. The part where she's kind of like maybe duplicating vocals of herself as opposed to maybe just doing backing vocals. It doesn't sound as polished, I guess, or as rich sounding as she did in some of her other kind of covers of the Carpenters. So I think I would have really liked to have started with this song, I think, and then kind of built up to some of the other ones, because some of her other songs that she has done in the past had such more of a finished or polished kind of feel. And even though I can totally hear her talent in this and the amazing voice that she has, I really just think that this was one of her earlier kind of recordings. Now, you guys can let me know and put any information that you can down in the comments, but if this was one of her earlier kind of recordings, she must have been very, very young when she did this particular song. And the one thing that I'm missing too is actually seeing her, because that was one thing I really enjoy about watching her videos, is seeing her, and she's just got such a lovely face and just seems to have such a fantastic personality. It's that engagement, I think, that I'm really missing just watching her perform the song. But nonetheless, she sounds fantastic, and I do really like this song. All right, let's rewind this a wee bit.
in love. I know I've wasted too much time. I know I ask perfection of a quite imperfect world, and fool enough to think that's what I'll find. So here I am with pockets full of good intentions.
That's pretty.
But none of them will comfort me tonight. I'm wide awake at 4 a.m. without a friend in sight.
Gorgeous.
Hanging on a hope, but I'm alright. I know I need to be in love. I know I've wasted too much time. I know I ask perfection of a quite imperfect world, and fool enough to think that's what I'll find. I know I need to be in love. I know I've wasted too much time. I know I ask perfection of a quite imperfect world, and fool enough to think that's what I'll find.
There we go. Very nice. I really did prefer the parts when she was just singing just kind of on her own without her own backing vocals or complementary vocals. I found that part I didn't like as much, but when she sang just her and you could really, it just showcased her voice singularly, I really loved it. She had some amazing parts in that song, and those low tones of hers were just like absolutely fantastic and were just blowing me away. I'd like to hear her sing. Like I said, I think this was an earlier recording, and I would like to hear what she would do with this song now with her much more polished production and maybe her little bit more of a kind of a maturity in some of the kind of arrangement of this particular song. But as per usual, Tori is fantastic, and I am always up for doing more of Tori's stuff. So if you like Tori Holub and you'd like me to do more of her stuff, please put it down in the comments, and I'll do my best to get to as many as I can, because I do really think she's phenomenal, and I really do appreciate that she's really kind of breathing new life into some of these older songs. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, everybody, I think that wraps it up for the day. But remember what I said, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It really does help me a ton. Okay, everyone, have a joyful day, and I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.